What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're taking a look at something new from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, and it is their Power Rangers Zeo Cog. So this is the new grunt from the Zeo line, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Looking pretty good there in the box. I did pick this up at Walmart. I think they accidentally put it out early because it originally wouldn't let me scan it. I do have another figure from the same wave that we'll be looking at here shortly. Now, this one is actually very interesting because it comes with Rocky's Zeo weapons that we never got before. But, you know, it's pretty cool. This once we were in the Machine Kingdom, I guess it was. Machine Empire. So hopefully we'll get more of those because just their set of bad guy characters, you know, the leaders and whatnot, are really awesome. So there's a box. And there is a COG 2-pack I believe you can pick up on Hasbro Pulse. I haven't seen it available elsewhere. That comes with another silver and a red COG, so they actually gave you different versions of it. So let's go ahead and get this guy open. I probably need to trim this blade down. Alright. I'm excited. A new figure. I mean, it's something we don't get very often, if I'm honest. Okay. And I was super excited to have accidentally found these. Like, I stopped in a different Walmart that I never really go to that often. And I was like, hey, what is this? Alright. So, before we do the plastic birthing ceremony for this guy, let's go ahead and pull out most of the accessories. So there's the little triangle axe for Rocky. We'll look at that. That landed on my arm, thank God. And let's see here. We got a couple hands. Hands are good, I guess. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. One thing that's also interesting is once they do bad guys, they have to do different accessories. Because basically every Power Ranger uses the exact same hands. Just changing up weapons and whatnot. Okay, come on. Yeah, there we go. Though, the only thing that kind of sucks, if you wanted to build a COG army this way, you'd end up with a whole bunch of Rocky's weapons. I guess you could give them to the COGs and just be like, ha, we stole your stuff. Yeah, that kind of thing, if you're down for that. Cool thing about the COGs is they blew up, you know, because they're just robots. You know what would be awesome? Somebody needs to make a 3D printed version of the putties, you know, because whenever they got beat, they usually, like, fell apart, especially the Z putties. And I haven't seen this much tape in a while. Nice little speary-do. Okay, time for the plastic birthday. Come on, COG boy, get out of there. Is it your plastic birthday? Yeah. Alright, throw that over there. Alright, so the scary part that I can see is that he is made of metallic plastic. Oh no. Oh no. Will it happen? Who knows? I can't focus on the face. There's not enough light. Okay, actually, speaking of not enough light. Boop. There we go. Let's see. Pretty interesting. New sculpts on the feet, even though I think the feet are Power Ranger feet, but with extra little nubs. So they did reuse that at least. All new boots, though. That's good. I like that. Boot cut. That's a thing. Interesting wrist hinge there. So it's a basic body buck, realistically. So this is basically what a normal, like the MMPR Rangers probably use for everything. And at this point, we still haven't evolved to the pinless joints and stuff like that just yet. It's coming, though. Alright. So right off the bat, nice painted golden helmet head here. Looks pretty cool. Got a Mega Man thing going on. You know, paint this blue and get a blue bomber situation happening. It's like Mega Man with a battle mask. He does have a hinged neck. There we go. Camera rotate. Got a couple dings there, which is actually neat. Like, probably just mold issues. You can see the dings. I like that, whether it's accidental or on purpose. It just shows it got a little bit of life into them. It does have butterfly joints, but they are solid frozen. So I'm going to have to soak it in some hot water. Kind of free that up. Okay, so we got disc hinge, shoulders. It can only go up to there. Arm is already slightly bent. That doesn't bode well. Nice joint there, double jointed elbow. Also, still super scared because it's all translucent plastic. You that eventually, if you have anything in here, it'll warp. So hopefully you pick up one of these before they start warping in package. It would be nice if they gave us a bicep rotation, because there's a perfectly good cut joint right there. Nice, it's painted silver and kind of a blackish brownish color here. Hands are individually molded, which looks pretty cool. Though I feel like they should have added some like gold knuckle dusters there. Torso, big old ball joint. If I remember correctly, the way it is, it's like a single ball peg going down into this. Maybe I'm 100% backwards, but I think that's what it's doing. It's what it feels like it's doing. Pivoting here, not here. So, and then you do get the ab crunch forward and back, no problem. It twists at the top of the torso. Though this is one of those ones where the torso looks a little long, so they need to like just kind of down by like a, I don't know. It's interesting how it has kind of molded in mechanical abs, because I think because it just had like Lycra suits on. There wasn't anything too crazy. So there's some under molding you can see, which is pretty interesting. Nice little belt hung there. It's pretty cool. See, T-mounted ball joints for hips. Can't go too far. Just runs out of room. Thigh swivel. Nice little legs here. I'm fairly certain this is just a straight up Power Rangers body for the most part. Actually, I bet it might even be a putty body. I'll compare here in a minute. We already saw we had boot cut. Once again, painted silver. I know the feet are definitely, the feet are molded and kind of painted. Interesting. This isn't translucent. It's not painted translucent, so that's interesting. I do love the fact they still use Power Rangers feet. Though, interesting that the soles actually have stitching in them like they're boots. Look at that. I don't think I ever noticed it. All right. Oh, by the way, hands. They do have a wrist hinge and these basic holding hands. This one's super loose in comparison. This one's got some beef to it. In fact, I didn't want to. There we go. All right. Boof. Nice little cog boy there. All right, so let's look at accessories and whatnot. We'll start with the main one, and it's their kind of attack head, which is creepy as hell, but it looks amazing, if we're honest. Look at that. So they like pop that up and then shoot like laser beams and stuff. Though, I don't know why they couldn't just give you one that would slide up. Like, I think even the original toy might have done that, like back in the day, where it just went, like spring-loaded gimmick, and then you push it down. Also, definitely got some gold paint running here. Look at that. That's bad. Looks like I did that. Jeez. Come on, Hasbro. Take some pride in your shit. See, like, I wonder... It would be interesting to note if all of them had this undermolding. So, okay, one thing that's interesting, his eyes are molded round in there. Here, they're flat, and then you've got the part there. Is it even the same? Oh, that's actually a different head. Okay, so it's not the same exact head, but that's pretty cool. That's a nice option to have. And then you would have, well, one way or the other, you'd have a spare part to be like, okay, look, we buffed it up a cog. In fact, you could, probably buy one, and it'd be interesting if they did make them break downable, as it were. Okay, what else we got? We got a holding / threatening fist. Interesting. It looks like it's meant to hold something kind of globish, but I think it is meant to be like a more menacing hand. And then we got a basic fist, also with a little ratcheted stick there. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad at all. And we do have a nice little pike there. I don't remember. I'm assuming these are meant to extend, judging by this. Yeah, so look, it's got the center cog here, and then it goes there. So these are meant to be extendable. So this is my problem with army building with things like this, is that you're given one set of weapons that can be applied across a multitude of things. Except if you only have the one, well, now I've got useless weapons. Let's see here. I'm trying to put it in a hand. Doesn't hold it with its thumb at all. Oh, man, that shoulder was pretty stiff. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him the threatening left hand because that's pretty cool. I might actually pick up the Cog 2-pack because I think it might look good. Let's see. This is like the threatening Cog. So this is the other problem is they only do in and out wrists instead of the like pointing wrist, which is more for swords and whatnot. But you know, and these guys didn't use guns, so don't have to worry about that at all. But if he's going to be fighting with like a bow or a baton, this toe needs to point. There we go. There we go. Now he's more Monkey King. Oh, seriously, it does. It's got a Monkey King vibe going on. The Monkey Cog. There we go. All right. That looks pretty good. So in comparison to at least the last type of putty we got, the last real kind of army builder thing we get, pretty much only gotten putties so far. Well, I guess no, I take that back. We got Tengas. Forgot about the Tengas, but very, very different. You know, that's a wholly new mold. Okay, so looking at it, we do have a hard seam. Yep, those are putty legs for sure, not Power Ranger legs. So those are putty legs for the most part, and then complete new remolding, you know, above and below. Except, of course, putties have the removable arms. Okay, so straight leg on the back, bent leg on the front. And stand, for the love of God. This is my biggest problem with Hasbro things, and I've mentioned it before, is that the oh yeah, that's a nice look. Is that the feet don't have the right detents. But what's funny is very big deco difference here. Very flat and boring and no details brought out. Shiny and pretty. It's really weird. Like the putties need a second go around or like a wash or something. All right, cool looking cog though. Not gonna lie. And yeah, definitely Monkey King vibes. All right, so let's talk about the other thing here. Rocky's Zeo axes or whatever you want to call these things. I have no idea. Trying to see if I can get this extra blue paint off the edge. It's chipping. My thumbnails aren't very solid right now. So, oh wow, that's really bad on this side. This one's painted overly well. This one's half-assed. So, as usual with Hasbro, things just suck in general when it comes to the Zeo line. So here's Rocky, finally. Finally, Rocky gets his crazy-looking, whatever these are. I'm guessing these are meant to be like a backhanded weapon, because I don't see how you'd hold it otherwise. All right, so let's get rid of this sword. Most of the paint came off the handle just by using it. Seriously. Silver plastic doesn't take paint. All right, so if I had to guess, yeah, the inside of that hand is completely gross. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. The only thing that seems to make sense is this. Right? Oh, and he's got a trigger hand on that side, so that's even worse. I have to find somebody else's holding hand. Probably. I don't know, I have a bucket of Power Ranger parts. And then once again, I don't remember if the Zeo weapons combined, and I haven't bothered to look it up, if I'm honest with you. So, I guess you could technically also hold it like that. Looks better backhanded, though. Kind of more intimidating than the sword, right? Good God, that's bad. Now, Rocky is one of the worst ones. He has the absolute worst head sculpt, everything else like that. So, you know, the fact that we had to wait for how many figures have come out since then? 25, 26 figures have come out since Rocky came out, and we only just now got his weapons. I mean, that's embarrassing. Like, come on. There we go. That leg is wonky, I didn't realize. There we go. See, seriously, they need forearm rotation. I think I said, did I say bicep? I meant to say forearm earlier. Either way, that's cool. So I picked up a bunch of Power Ranger stuff lately, but I think that's going to be it for this COG review, as it were. But yeah, finally, Rocky with his proper weapons. And then the COG doing the thing. It would have been interesting, like, because they still had Alpha at this point, right? If Alpha got damaged, then they had to use a COG to repair him or something. That would have been very interesting. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for this review. Make sure you check out the rest of the Power Rangers playlist if you're remotely interested in doing that. Like and subscribe, do all the things. Even though I haven't been putting out that much content, the channel is still growing. So a lot of people are still finding the channel through things, and I do appreciate everybody who does come and subscribe. It's pretty awesome. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember, as always, may the power protect you.